Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with If I Could Choose Only One Recording by Artist P. It would have to be work Q. Artist P, in this case, is SEIJI OZAWA. Fascinating conductor, in my view, because of his interpretive journey over the years, because he began life as so many young conductors do, as something of a contemporary music specialist. He was a passionate exponent of Toru Takemitsu. He did really, really fine modern stuff. He was also very, very good in Russian music and some of the other things. He conducted the usual fireworks with the Chicago Symphony, and then he got the Boston Symphony Orchestra job, and he stayed there for a very, very long time. Some would say too long a time, and did a lot of the normal music, but he was never a major exponent of the standard German repertoire, Beethoven, Brahms, those people, until later in life, when he's taken it up with quite a bit of success, actually. He really has, mostly with the Saito Kinen Orchestra in Japan, because perhaps he's matured into it and feels comfortable and confident in playing that music now, perhaps having his own forces that he has a very, very fine relationship with has helped. Whatever the reasons, Mahler and that stuff, he came to it late in life. He always did good Bruckner. But in any case, for whatever the reason, his specialties were often not music that people tended to give him accolades for or respect. Generally, people don't give, like Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet, much credit for being sublime. Well, it is, but that's another issue, isn't it? So what was I going to pick for work Q? I decided, after a lot of thinking and listening and soul searching and agonizing and listening to 7 billion OZAWA boxes and things like that, that I would go with this. An unusual choice, his disc of Fauré orchestral music on Deutsche Grammophon. And there are many reasons. There are many reasons for that. This is the album that I'm going to give to Cankresans, the evil god of classical music, who wants to destroy everything but for one work per one recording, one work per composer, one recording per artist, and say to him, hey, listen, this guy's really special. He's really, really special. He had a gift in certain repertoire that you don't want to lose. And French repertoire was certainly an OZAWA specialty, but I think Fauré really, really sings to his soul. Let's put it that way. Fauré wrote very little orchestral music. There is more than this in the sense that there is incidental music and stuff for plays and whatnot, theatrical music, but these are the orchestral works. And there are only like 2 of them. I mean, like very little. It's incredible. 2 major ones. There's the Pélias et Mélisande Suite. There's Dolly, which is originally for 2 pianos, I think, actually, but it's orchestrated here. There is Après un rêve, and the Pavane, and the Élégie, and he's joined here by Lorraine Hunt, who became Lorraine Hunt Lieberson, wonderful soprano. Jules Eskin plays the cello in the unbelievable Sicilienne in Pélias et Mélisande, one of those beautiful melodies anyone ever wrote in the history of humanity. And he's got the Tanglewood Festival Chorus and the Pavane. I think this is just the best recording of Fauré orchestral music ever made. I mean, other people have done it. There are a lot of Pélias and Mélisandes floating around, a zillion versions of the Pavane, but OZAWA had, I think, a subtlety, a poetry, a simplicity of utterance, an elegance, and the orchestra was in fabulous shape for this recording too. I mean, the Boston Symphony was the French orchestra par excellence. I mean, under everybody from Monteux and Munch, and they played French music. It's what they do, what they do supremely well, and they still do, by the way, and they always have. I mean, they know their stuff. They have the style, and OZAWA had the style. And aside from understanding the style and bringing out that element of the orchestra's playing, the beautiful balances and transparency of timbre and elegance of phrasing and all of those wonderful qualities, I think the music just spoke to him. And he's not, let's face it, he's not one of those, cosmic fireball kind of conductors. He never has been. I mean, he can do fantastically exciting things. I mean, his Respighi tone poems are like, wow! You know, I mean, he does some really incredible things. His Gurlieder was just fabulous. He really was. But basically, he's not one of those conductors who just emotes all over the place and is showy and splashy. And Fauré's music is never showy and splashy. It's always lyrical and you know, with emotion as often implied as outwardly hanging there, heart on sleeve. And I think for all of those reasons, it was just ideally suited to Ozawa's particular mix of passionate elegance, if you want to call it that. This is such a gorgeous recording. And so there you have it, my friends. The one recording that I would like to keep, you know, I want to keep all of them. I really do. But this one is, I think, really special. And if you don't know it, you really should give it a listen because it will transport you. I guarantee it. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.